Okay. Hey, how are you?
What's up, Emily?
Two unrelated questions. First, I was just gonna ask about Dante Demas. Where is he? Is he still kind of on a little bit of a pitch count, and how is he just acclimating throughout the year?
Yeah, he's acclimating really well, and we're still monitoring his load. It's more of a player load than it is a number of plays, and so based on our sports science, based on the eye test, we're still kind of not easing him back, but making sure that we're not loading him up as too much. And then we've been fortunate because the last couple of games we haven't necessarily gotten to the number of plays we'd like to have in a game, but we've got him right on track, and he's meeting all the standards that we've set.
And then I was just gonna ask about Antoine Littleton's kind of off season. I mean, what sparked that? Like, was there a conversation from you guys that sparked him to kind of transform himself, or how did that go? What led to what we're seeing now?
Yeah, it wasn't necessarily this offseason. Antoine's transition really started from the time he got here on campus. These guys, he wasn't an early graduate, so he got here in the summer. And to be honest, when he showed up here, he was 200 and maybe 85 plus pounds. And he wants to be a running back. And with us as a running back, there's certain metrics that you have to meet in our conditioning tests and certain metrics you have to meet in all the different things we do. And he was going to be measured as a running back in those metrics and not as a guy that's 285 pounds. And he has really bought into our system and how we develop players. Our nutritionist, Lauren Antle, has done a tremendous job in teaching him proper eating, proper nutrition things. The strength and conditioning staff led by Ryan Davis has done a tremendous job. And then you have to give Antoine quite a bit of the credit himself that he wanted to make the change. He wants to be a running back, as he's shown the last couple of games. Very, very talented running back, and even more so now that he's, found the sweet spot for the best weight for him to play the position at. And as I've said, I think he's got a tremendous future. Shows big playability, runs the ball, very physical, a great kind of change up in terms of some of the running backs we have. He offers a whole different dimension, and he's shown the ability and propensity to catch the ball out of the backfield. Really excited about his future.
We'll go to Ben.
How's it going, Coach?
Hey, Ben.
So Tuesday, you talked a lot about how important eye discipline and staying poised in the defensive end when it comes to playing a fast tempo team like SMU. How much of that is tangible stuff that you can work on in practice, and how much of that is just, trusting the foundation that you've laid the offseason and the first couple of weeks here?
I'd say it's a little bit of both. You hit both right on the head. It's the foundation that we put in during training camp, which is what training camp's for, is to prepare you for your season. Obviously, we're a team that plays with tempo, and every day we have a period where we just go what we call our fastballs, which helps us on offense, but it really has helped our defense to not be such a drastic thing for them to face because they see it out of us. The key to it is for us to get lined up, do a great job communicating, and then playing with the eye discipline. Auburn, look at what SMU does, and having faced Auburn, which is kind of the genesis of their offense. They do some exotic formation things that we've got to be really locked in and be able to communicate. But I think it starts with us having poise and confidence and getting the formation, seeing it, making the calls, and getting lined up as quickly as we can and play with great eye discipline.
We'll go to Josh.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
What's going on, Josh?
Not much. So against Buffalo and Charlotte, your offense was able to drive down the field on their first drive and were able to score. I was just curious if you can talk about the significance of being able to start fast and get on the board first.
Yeah, it's been good. If you look at us traditionally, we're a team that scripts openers. We come in with a pretty good plan and idea of wanting to kind of get an idea of how things are going to play out to start what we call the chess match. The execution of the openers, we put those in usually Thursday, and it gives us a day to practice them. And Friday, we go through them again, kind of in a walkthrough mode. Our players have a pretty good understanding of what the first 20, 25 plays will look like as long as we're staying in our normal down and distance situation. Obviously, when you get into some situational football, you go off your openers and get into your game plan part. But to be able to start fast with touchdowns kind of ignites it, creates momentum for us. And I'd love to see us continue to be efficient in those openers because we invest a lot of time into them.
We'll go to Sam.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Hey, Sam.
I want to ask about Rashee Rice and what he poses. You've obviously faced a lot of great receivers in the Big Ten, but what have you seen from him on film, and what kind of challenge will it be for Ja'Cory Bennett and all the DBs back there?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with him is that they target him a lot. He gets a ton of their targets and touches, and they're going to take shots down the field. He is probably the best vertical threat guy that we faced this year. Big, can run, and they're not afraid to put it up and give him 50% 50 balls where he goes up and has a chance to make plays. And so the challenge for us will be the thing that showed up early in the first game that I thought we kind of got corrected this last game. It's just not panicking when the ball's in the air. You know, I feel comfortable that we have enough speed to run and be in great position, but now it's, disrupting the 50-50 ball and playing through the ball and not through the man where we get penalties. They're going to take their shots with him. I mean, he's a talented receiver, a guy that I think has NFL potential, and they make sure they do a really good job of designing things to get him his touches and his shots. And we just have to do a really good job of how we play the ball through the ball and not necessarily through the man.
We'll go to Wes.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, Wes.
So obviously we've talked about Buffalo and Charlotte. You know, pretty much every school benefits from the transfer portal, but SMU is a team that's brought in over 50 new players this year, and they've got 12 portal guys in the 2 deep already. What's maybe difficult about trying to game plan for a program that's almost completely full of new faces and a new staff as well?
Typically, the unknown. We're fortunate that with 2 games of evaluation, and you can expect that who they are is who they've tried to be the last couple of games. So we're very fortunate facing a team like this in game 3 is a lot easier than facing a team like this in game 1 with the preparation. But I do expect, and you can expect, they're good coaches over there. So they're a team that will self-scout themselves and see what they show on tape and try to disguise, not necessarily change what they do well. There'll be a team like we are that when we show issues where we've given up big plays or we've given up things that you've got to get it corrected. If not, you're going to continue to see it until you show that you've corrected it. Really good coaching staff over there. So I expect them to be very conscientious of what they've shown on tape, try to self-scout and maybe offer some things that we haven't seen them do. But our systems and how we prepare should allow us to be able to make the adjustments seamlessly, and it'll be a good game.
Does anyone have anything else? Nope. All right. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys. See you Saturday.
Thanks,
you.
Coach.